Yes, all right. Thank you once again. Thank you for joining us. This is my name is Deji, and this is the second part of what we started earlier, which is understanding or the criteria to know or to differentiate between external and internal report in report writing. Okay, in the previous class, I spoke about how you're going to identify them. I said, number one, you have to check who you are. Then, majorly, you have to look at which company are you working with. We mentioned the November 2020, 2019, November 2020, November 2021, Exhibit 1 from each of these accordingly, and then we're able to extract from the Exhibit 1. But for today, we're going to continue on how to identify, how to differentiate between an internal report, or how to know that you're supposed to write an internal report or external report, in case study exams. Okay, let's continue. We have mentioned a number of things. In the last class, I said if you hear the word client in your rules, client, they are actually external. Client. Watch it very closely. They are external. Today, I would move this a little further by letting you know that another area that you can identify and differentiate between internal and external whenever you're giving your own scene, check the mail that is usually from your boss, the person you are reporting to. In that Exhibit 1, they told you are reporting to somebody. Check that mail, the mail that came from that person to you. That is where your requirement usually lies. Your requirement 1 and your requirement 2. That is where your requirement usually lies. And this is it. In your requirement, some of them will read like this. Let's check November 2019. Is that it? Yes. November 2019. This one is now Exhibit 7. That is the mail that came from James Oluwole, whom you report to Chukura Ali, who is actually you. I hope you're following now. Okay, now this is it. The report, the mail, I will jump the first paragraph for the want of time, and I will move to the second paragraph, because that is where the secret is of whether it is an internal or external report. Okay, in the last video, I mentioned I actually classified this report as an external report, but I'm now complementing what I said there now with this Exhibit 7. Now watch, there are two exhibits that shows you clearly whether your report is internal or external. Number one exhibit is Exhibit 1. The second exhibit is your exhibit. I will not say a particular exhibit, but any exhibit that shows a communication from the person that Exhibit 1 says you are reporting to, a communication from that person to you. That is where your requirement is. If you watch what your requirements are, it will show the kind of exhibit, the kind of report you are about to write. It will show the kind of report you are about to write. Now let's go on. This is November 2019. This is a mail. This is Exhibit 7. A mail coming from James Oluwole to who is your head, the person you are reporting to Chukura Ali, which happens to be you. Now look at your requirement. Second paragraph. It said you are to carry out a detailed analysis of the management account. You are to carry out a detailed analysis of the management account and prepare a report for DFFP's board. Who is DFFP? Detoy Farms and Farm Products Limited. Okay, that is the meaning of DFFP. That is, you are also required to carry out an evaluation and appraisal of the business proposals and recommend appropriate course of action to be taken by Detoy Farm and Farm Product. You remember, you're not working with Detoy. In this case study, you're not working with Detoy. You're working with a chartered accountant firm. Okay? Okay. Now, your boss now is now asking you from this case study, saying, please draft for my review a report addressed to the board of Detoy Farm and Farm Product. Draft for my review a report addressed to the board of your client. A report to be addressed to the board of your client. The report should comprise, number one, this is now your requirement. Number one, a review of Detoy Farm and Farm Products management accounts for the year ended this as presented in Exhibit 9. Your review should comprise of analysis of the key changes in revenue, cost, and overheads across its revenue stream in comparison with previous all that and all that. Okay, let's look at requirement 2. Does it give us any clue as to whether this is an internal or external report? Let's read. An assessment of the contract supply service as contained in Exhibit 10 and 11. You are also required to critically evaluate the proposed strategic business opportunity, the installation of meat processing plant by Detoy. Still talking about your client also. This is another clue for you to check or to know and to classify this report as external. That is, prepare your mind. This report is an external report. Now, what are we saying? The report is moving from your company to your client. So in your cover page, it will now be to the board of directors, Detoy Farm and Farm Products Nigeria Limited or whatever, or PLC. Okay? From Oluwole Chartered Accountant. Where is it? Yes, in Exhibit 1. The name of your chartered accountant firm. That is where the report is coming from. That is what we are saying. I hope you're following. I hope this makes sense. And this is applicable in all the case studies, exams. It's in report writing. It's applicable. Just try and lay your hands on some of these informations. Go through them keenly and you'll be able to classify. You will not have a problem again when it comes to classification. Either a report you're about to write is internal or external. I hope this makes sense, and I'm very sure this has been very profitable to us. My name is Deji one more time, and please help us to like our videos, help us to subscribe, help us to share them to your friends. Let the friend share to another friend, and I want to put it to you, we'll keep enjoying more videos like so that many people will benefit from some of these things we're doing. I hope this has been very profiting. I will see you in my next class. I really appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you.